Welcome to the Learning Bug. I'm back with two more easy and fun flashcard games, so let's get started. Our first game is called Step Up. Shuffle the flashcards and then arrange them in a row on the table. You might be able to do more or less cards depending on the level of the student. Have them take a pencil and copy down the question onto a piece of paper and then have them solve each of the questions. Arrange the cards into numerical order according to the answer. So this would be 8, and then 9, and finally 11. Arrange the cards into a step pattern and have the student take one of their favorite animals or action figures and start at the bottom step. Check the answer, and if they got it right, he gets to move on. Continue to check the answers until you get all the way to the top of the steps. On the pocket flashcards, the answers are in the bottom corner. Continue to build steps until you've made it all the way through the entire deck. Step Up is a good flashcard game because you usually only show the student one question at a time, and with Step Up they're going to be exposed to multiple questions at the same time. Also, copying and solving a question on scratch paper is a common task during standardized testing. Now for our next game, and some of the other games I'm going to show you, we need to mark the cards in some way. So I'm going to show you a non-destructive and easy way to do that. You'll take a sticky note and find the part of the sticky note that has the glue along the edge. Cut into the glue to make little strips, almost like you're starting to shred the sticky note. You can cut or tear off the sticky paper, and then you just stick it onto the card. I'm going to put it down in the corner so it's out of the way. With some of our games, we're going to be even more specific, and we're going to draw or write something on that little sticky material. But when you're done, you can just peel it off because it's a temporary glue. So let's take a look at our second game. Our second game is called Treasure Hunt. We're going to use the sticky notes to mark some of the cards ahead of time as treasure cards, and the goal is for the student to collect treasure cards by answering questions correctly. Now I found that with my son, I need to mark about 1 out of every 3 cards as a treasure card, but that number will change according to how much motivation and patience your student has. You'll also want to sit down before you play the game and decide how many treasure cards the student needs to collect in order to earn a reward. Once you've shuffled the treasure cards into the deck, lay out several cards on the table and have the student decide which one to answer first. As a tip, they usually choose the card that they know the best first, so if they get that question right, you can probably remove it from rotation next time you do flashcards. When they get a question correct, turn it over to see if it's a treasure card. If it is, it goes in the student's treasure pile. If they get the question right, but it's not a treasure card, it goes in a junk pile that they don't have to answer again. When they miss one, don't turn it over and put it in a do-over pile that we'll come back to later. Once the student finds enough treasure, they can earn an instant reward. When you've cleared the table of cards, get some more cards from the deck and lay them out again and go through that same process and continue to build your treasure, junk, and do-over cards. Once you've finished the entire deck, the students will still want to do the do-over pile because there's still a chance that they might find more treasure.